Welcome to the Real Deal Podcast, where we only speak the truth. Let's get straight into the action.
How could you be so heartless?
Welcome to the Real Deal Podcast. Yo, what is up? I'm your host. No, I'm really.
Shalom.
Shalom.
I'm Clark. This is T-Bone Tube here. Hunter TA, Wyatt Braun, Ryan, Spee here, and Cam. This is a Real Deal Podcast where we only speak the truth. Tonight we're talking about the KSI versus Logan Paul fight happening in LA tonight. We have less than 3 hours until the fight's going down. It's going to be a very close fight, and we're just going to get straight into the predictions before we go anything about the facts or anything
Actually,
about
it's 2 hours and 3 minutes until the fight.
What is the what?
Alright, we'll start at the end of the table, Ryan.
Yeah, I think KSI will win because he's from England.
You're literally faced away from the microphone. You
Because I'm
idiot.
English. The man just said because I'm English.
Guys, we're wasting time. Let's go.
Alright, let's go. Wyatt,
Okay,
you're up.
I think KSI.
Wyatt, you're up.
Why do you think KSI?
Because
Dude,
he's bigger.
You've given him like
He's
8
really
chances
not,
already.
You have a hair in your mouth.
Wyatt, you're up. Wyatt, you're up.
I think Logan Paul will win because he has trained a lot since the fight, and I think he has more endurance now.
Yeah, I mean the same. Logan Paul, obviously. I mean, I feel like it'll be a close fight, but I think Logan Paul will knock KSI out.
What's he?
If here's the thing though, if it gets past the third round, if KSI is still alive, I don't know. KSI might win. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be a close fight, but I'm gonna say Logan Paul.
Thank you.
So your predictions are going
My
to fight?
prediction is Logan Paul because he has a lot more endurance, and KSI's trainers didn't even say he was good. Also, KSI's trainer is about the same age, so he doesn't have a lot of experience. Logan Paul is bigger, younger, quicker, faster, and he'll knock his ass
You're
out.
knocking everything all
No,
predictions?
Alright, so my prediction for the fight is Logan Paul is going to be taking home the belt. I think there's going to be a knockout within the first 4 rounds. And if we make it past the 4 rounds, then it's going to be a close call. And KSI might pull through and get the win. Logan Paul doesn't have as much endurance as KSI. KSI has many times been able to do any athletic work and not get tired at all.
So what are you saying? You're saying it's after the 4th round. Do you think KSI will win?
Well, here's the thing.
Is
If
Logan Paul's
KSI,
game
alright,
weak?
listen. If there's a knockout and it's past like the 3rd, 4th round, I don't know. I mean, it's tough to call.
And the main thing here is that they're in the lower weight division, which is under 200 pounds, and Logan Paul weighed in at 199.6 pounds. So he's 0.4 pounds away from being overweight, which his natural weight is 205. He tweeted out, he put pictures of him natural weight after the fight last year, like a few months after the fight last year, where he was 175, I believe, and now he's 199, 1 pound underneath. So he has 6 pounds more muscle than KSI, and he's way bigger and has longer arms.
I have a question for you.
Well, that's too bad. I want to make my prediction.
Shut up!
What happens if he eats a McDonald's burger 40 pounder before and then
It doesn't matter now because
You would know that puts on pounds.
They weighed
Yeah,
in.
so-
you really want to talk about weight?
So that's a good
Okay, I'll give it
question.
out.
That's a good question. So they do the
But they
weigh-in
weighed in
a
this
weigh
morning.
before. Yeah, they weighed in this morning.
Everybody knows that.
Alright,
Or
stop
they
taking
went in
the
this
table.
morning or last night, one of the two, and at the weigh-in, it was face to face between Logan Paul and KSI, and Logan Paul was having a good time about being a showman that he is, and he was pissing KSI off extremely. That it got to the point where KSI shoved him, asking what 10 times 10 was.
Yeah, but Logan Paul is so
Alright,
childish.
but
Can't
we're not
even
looking
say.
for a documentary, alright?
I know, we're doing opinions first. I
Alright.
don't know facts. Okay,
Alright,
Cam,
Go to
predictions?
Cam.
So, I got Logan Paul winning the fight because it's in Staples Center. It's an American crowd, American venue. They have more support behind them.
Okay, that's how it works, but okay.
It gets him more hyped.
Shut your dumb ass up.
Okay.
Alright.
PG.
Spencer, go
Okay.
to your prediction.
I don't know much about fights, but I am a Loganator, so it's Logan, not Loganator.
We are Mavericks.
Except me.
So he's gonna take Logan. Really quickly, I am gonna check because if you guys follow us on Instagram at trd.podcast, we did put up a poll today.
Ooh,
So we're
easy
gonna check in
plug.
what the poll's at. What's your Wi-Fi load? Alright, so currently, right now, Logan Paul is winning 61% over KSI's 39% on the polls. Make sure to go follow us at
Oh, that means
TRD Podcast.
3 people. No? Are you stupid?
Oh yeah, I think
But
that's
you
600.
And this is exactly why he's failing math.
What up, Logan?
That's exactly why I'm
Alright,
in
so
Elder 2 when I was
With
stuck
that,
in.
with our predictions, we got
Not
6.
talking about this?
It's a 6-1 prediction right here.
Wow.
Is it because he's black? Is that what you think?
Okay,
That's
that's
the
Alright, so
only
now-
reason you said KSI was gonna win.
Alright,
Now we're
listen.
gonna go to the public polls that are out from famous YouTubers and professional boxers that made polls on Twitter and YouTube. And KSI has averaged around 75 votes, leaving Logan Paul at 25 votes out of 100. So KSI clearly has more supporters and more fighters thinking that he's gonna win.
Well, here's what I think. He has just a bigger, stronger fan base. So
Who?
more people
Logan
are
Paul? Okay,
KSI, I
yeah,
think. And he's just all his fans are voting for him. Obviously, I mean, they all want to see him win.
Yeah.
Compared, I mean, they both have good fan bases, but I think KSI just has a bigger fan base. But
I
I don't
agree.
know if necessarily the professional boxers think he's gonna win.
Okay, we're
I
gonna
have
we're
I have
gonna
a poll, I have
break
a
that
poll.
up. We're
Boys,
gonna
hold up.
I've no.
forget
I'm
what
gonna
I
say-
said, and we're gonna
One
have
last
Spencer
thing.
come in.
Alright,
Alright,
so according to TYLT, for public votes, it's KSI with 95.5% and Logan Paul with 4.5%.
That's
Okay.
insane.
I have one thing to say though. But KSI had over a year before Logan, before the first fight.
Logan? Who's Logan? Oh, Logan!
I
Yeah,
swear.
shout out to
He's
Logan.
been talking about this point all day.
Logan
No,
Paul.
it's literally like Logan Paul had 3 months before his first match.
That's a knack.
And he tied with KSI. And
Yeah, but
KSI had
right,
over a
right.
year.
Yeah,
KSI
that's
didn't
got
prepare
two
for the
pretzel
first
on your
fight as
sweatshirt.
easily as
Other
as good as
side,
he should
bud.
have. He looks way stronger, way better
She's been on there for like 2
now
hours.
than he did in the first fight. Plus, he had stamina through the whole fight.
Stamina.
That's how you say it, right?
Stamina.
Stamina through the whole first fight. He was able to keep at it.
KSI?
Yes, he
Yeah.
was. And he didn't train as hard for the first fight as
Logan
he
Paul
probably
did.
should have.
Yeah.
Yo, real question though, what does KSI stand for?
Knowledge, strength, and integrity.
Integrity, yeah. Obviously, KSI is winning in the polls, as we can see, by many sources.
But that,
I have an
AKA
opinion.
2.
KSI also lives in a gaming house, a Sidemen house, and there's like 9 of them that have been only making videos about the fight. They just released one yesterday, and it was all of them talking up KSI, saying how he was gonna win. And Logan Paul was in some major controversy a few years ago. And
Yeah, oh my god, that was like 5 years ago. If we're not
Welcome
using-
back.
Oh.
Welcome back to the Real Deal Podcast, where we only speak the truth.
Yeah. So I think I wouldn't be that surprised if they tied again.
Get off your phone.
Cause I don't know, I might be rigged, but that's just kind of my opinion.
a lot of people have been saying that, but
Say what?
a lot of people have been saying that it's rigged, but it's it's impossible for it to be rigged again because it is a professional fight, and
Yeah.
It's really not impossible.
It's not impossible.
I mean, it's not impossible. They can
Oh, yeah.
easily make it.
no, but it's
Well-
impossible to be rigged.
I have a quote from Faceway here.
Really not.
It says the real winner of the KSI fight versus Logan Paul is the person that streamed it
No!
last year
Chill.
without getting
Chill.
caught.
Alright, now we roll into our next segment.
Well,
We will be reacting to the fight hype video, where it's basically a trailer of the fight, and it's talking about both the fighters from DAZN's point of view.
Alright, and back
Alright,
to
we're
Okay, no, wait, can I jump
We're
in there?
reacting to the fight hype video, boys.
Due to YouTube's community guidelines and it being our first YouTube video on our channel, we are not able to show the fight hype video, but there will be a link in the description down below. Thank you.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting
So-
to watch.
This will be a good fight, boys.
Definitely.
So like Hunter said, Logan Paul has boxing ring set up in his backyard, and Logan Paul has been non-stop training for the fight because he knew there was going to be a rematch. He didn't know when. He didn't stop training.
That is, yeah.
He didn't stop training until Christmas of last year. And KSI just started training 2 months ago. If you look at how much he weighed 2 months ago compared to now, there is quite a bit of progress. But he had to be catching up to Logan Paul for almost a year worth.
Yeah, if KSI started a year ago, I think he would dominate this fight. Like, just totally dominate.
Yeah, KSI could have been a way better boxer,
yeah.
but
Well,
he was going on tour. A lot of people are saying that if he didn't go on tour for his music, then he would have been able.
They
to
claim. Sorry to cut you off, but his friends claim that he was actually training while he was on tour. He's claimed that he was training while he was on tour.
Yeah, a lot of people said he has been training for
And Jake Paul said that he did the same thing, but then Logan Paul came out and said, if you looked at Jake Paul's fight, his fight, he didn't do that great. Just Deji did worse. So
Yeah.
it's not like you're gonna be able to become a world-class professional boxer by training when you're moving around on a tour bus.
Yeah, but I don't know if you like the Jake Paul and Deji fight. Like, apparently Deji was like before the game, he was like taking drugs and stuff.
He took edibles.
Yeah, he took
apparently.
edibles.
That was
Randolph's diss track. If you guys
Yeah.
shout out to Randolph if you're watching this.
Yeah.
Probably not. We never know.
This is a good one.
Alright, but anyways, yeah,
Logan
Logan
Paul looked a lot better at the weigh-ins. He had
Yeah.
more weight and a higher percentage of muscle. I mean, like, KSI,
I mean,
man needs a bra. Man needs a bra.
And you know,
You're not wrong.
and it's
the packs.
going back
I got
to Logan Paul training for this past year now. He was a vegan last year up until he started training for the rematch, and it looked like he had way more muscle, but he had like no body mass. It was only muscle.
Because he's eating vegetables.
And
he's literally eating grass.
yeah, it was only a vegan diet, and lots of professional boxers didn't recommend that, but that was the route that he chose to take with his trainer. And if he had more protein in him, then he would have been able to last a couple extra rounds probably.
Yeah.
If this pops up on screen, there's kind of here is the two of them compared after the weigh-in.
We'll put that on screen.
Let's go, champ.
Well,
I'm trying to find the exact
Let's go,
statistical. Oh, here we go.
I mean,
Let's go, champ.
he's just a walnut KSI.
well, here's the thing though. Like,
He's a whole 6 pounds lighter than him, which couldn't be that much. But if that's muscle, that's a lot more.
well, like we were talking about the boxing in his backyard.
Excuse you.
He has his own personal gym.
Well,
KSI
here's what-
has been traveling all around.
Here's what I'm saying. He's had the boxing ring in his backyard, and apparently he's had actual professional fighters come and spar him in his own backyard in preparation. I mean, I'm sure KSI has sparred people too. But
Yeah.
KSI
I don't know if
has just released a video this week,
Wasn't
and
training,
it was knocking out Face Sensei. So
well,
Face Sensei
it's a joke.
Face Sensei is a professional fighter. He has had professional fights, but he still is a YouTuber, and they're friends. And I see it hard. Like, this is like a little critical from like Logan Paul's perspective, like liking him more than KSI. But if Face Sensei and KSI are friends, I don't think they would be sparring, trying to knock each other out. So I don't know. I don't know. You.
I mean,
He's
that's
probably
not.
trying to help.
Yeah,
him,
he's
I
really gonna
mean,
help him to spawn and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
But
I mean,
KSI
Just-
going to knock him out.
like Joe
Well,
Weller,
here's the
Joe
thing.
Weller and KSI didn't hate each other. They just wanted to box just cause. They didn't hate each other. They still boxed.
they
Me and you
kinda
box.
did. They kind of did.
Yeah, like
No,
they
they
move
did
box.
hate
They
each
beat you
other.
up.
No, they did hate each other.
I mean, there's like they're friends. That's like saying that when
not
KSI went
They
to
are
Living
not
Vice
friends.
Con that they hated each other and made diss tracks on
They're
each
not
other.
really
Who?
friends.
When KSI went
Boys,
like
1
ditched the
hour,
Sidemen, they
26
went to the
minutes.
Vice.
1
the
hour,
Vice Con.
26 minutes. till the
All right,
fight.
so I was gonna say something about.
It's actually an hour and 25 minutes.
It's actually an hour 25,
Alright,
34.
so Face Sensei is like.
So when
if I hear
Shh.
if I hear the name Face Sensei, I think of like Ninjago. Like that's just-
Ninjago.
Ninjago was like
Yo, that's the stupidest name ever. Like,
Shout out to Lego Ninjago and Nintendo. Hit me up.
Shout out to Lego Ninjago.
We're not sponsored by the way.
Lego Ninjago, if you're watching this.
Yo, actually,
Sponsor us,
yo,
please.
Yo, Lego, you trying to sponsor?
Alright, so now moving on from the fight, we're gonna get a little more into our average day podcast, just us talking and stuff. We're gonna talk about how we came up with the name and the idea to start the podcast.
Yeah, except like one person said the name and everybody else said like.
HCA, right here, HCA.
Yeah.
Came up, he's like, well, we're just gonna be talking about
Well,
like, the real stuff, like the real stuff. We're just like,
No,
he's
no.
like, the real deal?
I didn't
We're
say
like,
that. I
yeah.
said, what'd I say?
You said,
We were in lunch.
We were
I
like,
said
sitting
it-
in
Yo,
lunch.
I was
Facts.
talking about a good name,
Mhm.
and I said something.
he said something along the lines of, we need a real deal name or something like that.
No, I said a name, and then I said because we're the real deal, you know, and then I'm like, the real
Oh,
deal.
shit.
Yeah. And
I
then
forget exactly what I said, but
our second name was the True Speakers. So we were going back and forth
That was
between.
just queer though.
So we
yeah,
were
that's
going
what
back.
we came up with. I never. agreed
We were
on
going back and
Yeah,
forth.
that
was just
between
it.
We
those.
were not
Saw
going
that.
back and forth.
Oh.
I said, you know
He
what?
was
we
going
can make-
back and forth in
we
my
can
head.
make-
Do I want to be queer? Do I want to?
Yeah,
Queer,
here's what I said.
Queer, cool.
Here's what I said. I go, alright, True Speakers, that's not really a great name. So
Yeah,
I
it's
reworded
like
it. I'm like,
buns.
yo, we can make our slogan, we only speak the truth.
Bro, that name is as bad as Ryan at hockey.
And I'm pretty bad.
I mean, he's trash.
Fuck you.
Fucking
man.
Alright.
Shout out to my TikTok.
TRD.podcast on
Oh, no,
Instagram.
that up. Bleep, that's a bleep, that's a
No,
bleep.
that's
Basically, why did we came up with the idea to do a podcast? Like, what was that about?
Alright, so the fight was coming close.
It was basically,
No, let me go.
it was basically the fight that started.
Yeah.
The fight was coming up, and I wanted to watch the fight and have friends over. So I decided to invite everyone over, and then in the past we talked about making YouTube videos or something along the lines of social media videos, and I thought that we might as well just do a podcast with everyone together and start our own channel. So that's how we came up with this idea. We all have experience with stuff like that.
Yo, quick shout out. Instagram at TRD Podcasts.
Cutie
YouTube,
dot
Clark TV.
podcasts.
TRD dot podcast. YouTube, Clark TV. Alright,
No,
that's
it's
all I
going
gotta
on
say.
YouTube
Alright.
TDR podcasts. It's not
Yeah,
going
well,
on Clip
follow
TV.
his YouTube. Subscribe.
I have.
Should I say my joke
Alright,
of
we
the day?
hold on. We're going in.
Not moving to the
Alright,
damn
we're gonna take a
warehouse.
commercial break. Brought to you by Young Icicle.
For the next one.
Everyone sit down!
Real deal. Bye bye.
DJ Grocery in the back. Yeah.
Oh my god! No, my god! It's Yo! Oh my god! Oh my god! It's Yo! Oh my god! Oh! He's coming! Oh! It's Yo now! No way! Oh my goodness! Oh my god! They don't want to see me lose it! Autograph! Give me selfies!
Yo, it's Clark.
What the fuck, Pam?
Yo,
Oh my God.
fans, chill out,
Want me to
man.
shoot you?
Yo, let me
I'll
get the
shoot
mic. Let me
you.
get the mic. Yo, I know you're excited to see me, but just chill out a little bit.
Nice! I just shit my pants.
Dude, put your dick in. Dude, put your dick away.
Yo, we need this to be family friendly. This is going in the podcast. Yeah, no doubt.
You think Young Icicle is family friendly?
Oh, this shit's been off the whole time. Oh, there we go. Let's go. Where do you go? 3, 2,
What's the hookup?
1. Yo, what's up? It's Clark here, back with our interview with Young Icicle. Thanks, man, for coming out here.
Young Ice, can I get a photo?
Yeah, so we're gonna get straight to it. Young Ice, how did you get into the music business?
You know,
I really think I'm just a fucking beast.
Will you quit? No.
Yo, I only got like
Here.
15 minutes.
Yo, we need to get this going.
Spencer, stop talking. Why are you using that?
Yo, I'm booked, man. You gotta shut the fuck up.
I'm staying up overnight.
You're nice. I have a question.
What's your question?
How long have you been musicking for?
3 months.
You said I said music.
Well, actually, I did more. Probably like 8.
Do you have a TikTok, Young Ice?
I do have a TikTok. Young Icicle _music. Same thing as my Instagram. You gotta go follow it.
What's up, man? Hopefully, we can get you up to about 10 subscribers and followers by the end of the night. Hey, Brandon,
What are you talking about? 10? You mean 10K, right?
Yeah, 10K. Awesome. Thank you so much for the interview.
That's it?
Yeah.
Can
Yo, can we get security, bro? That's your out.
Young Ice, please. That's a keeper.
You guys!
That's my crib. Young Ice.
Go!
What do you do?
Welcome back to the Real Deal Podcast. We are branching into our next segment. Ooh, joke of the day.
Okay, so joke of the day. So yesterday it was Google's 21st birthday. So that means Google can drink. But can Google drive?
I'm laughing because you're stupid.
Knack your whole being.
Oh! Yo, negative down because
What do you call an alligator? What do you call an alligator detective?
An investigator!
Oh my.
Make your breath.
Okay, and to our next
I
segment.
got one. Ooh. Why did
Why did the chicken go off the wheel?
Joke of the day.
What?
Talking about Apple. People say fruits can't see, but then how can my Apple watch? Chill, cut. Help me, cut.
I'm out, boys.
Okay, Ryan, get back right here.
I have a fact.
Wait,
The
why, are you
question
actually
of
watching
the
it?
day. What do you guys think
turn it
about
off.
jewel
Should I watch
pods
it too?
being banned?
Jewel pods, that is a disgrace.
No, I can't get my dual pod.
Yeah, it's a disgrace that they got banned, because I'm actually sad now.
Because of what? So all your fun.
Not sponsored by Jewel
Guys, don't
pods.
jewel. Please don't jewel.
Yeah.
Please
But
don't
if you want to sponsor us, Jewel, and you're watching this video, hit us up.
We would be sponsored by.
Do not jewel, because you're not cool in school.
So, shut up.
That
Shut up.
was kind of sick.
That
Do
was
not
not
jewel in
bars.
school because you're not cool.
Do not hit your jewel, hit your kid.
Done and done.
Don't hit your jewel, hit your uncle's ass.
Wait, I got a joke.
Experiences. Okay, what do you think about Trump?
Okay, before you click off this video, please ignore what we talked about here. We just thought this was a funny part to leave in. This is just what came to our minds at the moment. This is what we talk about normally, and we do not mean to hurt anyone's feelings while talking about this. Please do not go by what we say. Think for yourself. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion.
I think he's a great guy.
Honestly, I think he's a pretty good guy.
I think
you
he's
all-
done
you-
great stuff for
Are
our
you
country.
freaking kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding.
Am I
Bro,
gonna have to
shut!
single-handedly beat the bullcrap?
Let's hear it.
Let
then.
me see what you got.
He's a racist, sexist.
He's a racist.
He's a racist. Do you know how many jobs he's got African Americans? More than you can count.
Have you freaking seen the thing?
Dude, Hillary Clinton would have had
Oh
her.
my god! This man tries to take all the immigrants
Okay, listen.
out of the freaking
Yo,
country.
can you shut up?
The illegal
illegal.
immigrants.
It's illegal! His wife is an illegal immigrant!
Alright, listen.
His wife is illegal. His wife is illegal. His wife is illegal, not illegal.
No, everyone's wife is illegal.
God, can we have
She is not a U.S. citizen.
That doesn't make her illegal.
If you're not
Are you
a
joking? Are you?
You can have a green card and be illegal.
the black poverty rate under President Trump? The black poverty rate is at its lowest rate in history. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? First president, freaking.
He's got the gun.
Everyone said that. Please let the best president die. What are you doing? Put them there. Make it out of the closet. Oh, sorry, you okay?
Guys, for the stream, we have to play chicken. Chicken tournament for the stream.
Make sure to hit my GoFundMe.
For the chill.
I just got
That's gay.
Ding ding ding! He's out! He's out! He's out!
Get him out of here!
I gotta go, please.
I just grabbed his.
No more.
What's happening over here?
Alright, everyone fucking put the clothes back on before you get shot!
Everybody,
Can we still play chicken for the podcast? Play chicken.
Yo, where is my? Oh, there's my shirt. Dude, you freaking slammed my head right into the wooden part of the couch.
Can we play chicken for the
So
stream?
good.
Hey, you ready? You ready to continue rolling?
It's like you carry someone on your back.
No,
and-
Alright, everyone sit down.
anything for that?
Calm yourselves,
Dude, I just got my freaking head slammed into a solid chunk of wood.
I just beat that.
Bo,
Also-
Grayson texted said, "Why is White screaming? Tell him to be quiet."
It was literally every one of us. But
shut up.
I think my camera died.
Oh my!
Doesn't matter.
No, we have two though.
As you can tell, Trump is a good president.
As you can tell, our debates get a little heated. Oh, you want to go for it? Let's go.
Okay, I'm fucking putting the gun away.
We're being held hostage. Yo, we can make a movie out of this.
Yo, we can pull out a TA movie.
Okay, guys, there are 3 hostages that are in pain and struggling. They're tied up in a sleep on the house. So they can't do anything all besides the house get robbed.
I'll tell you what to drive on the video card. I'll tell you to hit it out, bro. Sit down, boy. This is I have been touched in the anus. That will conclude the Real Deal podcast. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for
I love
watching,
you
everyone.
all.